Tom Gullo, Weber Junior High School, class of 1981. So, I really, really liked 7th grade. And in 7th grade, it was time to address something else that I really, really liked. Boys. I think that I'd known I liked boys since I was about 5 or 6 years old, when I had a huge, huge crush on Popeye's beefy sidekick, Gullo. Remember Gullo?
Yeah.
I wasn't sure I had the right name for Gullo, so I googled Gullo. And there is an entire gay subculture of going to Gullo. Who knew? I was way ahead of my time. But at that time, in 7th grade, it was kind of the time where you were figuring out who you were going to be. And I looked around my world, and I saw clearly that liking boys was not on the menu. I didn't even really know what the word gay meant, except loser. And growing up Catholic, I didn't know that there was a word for boys that like boys. I'd never heard gay and homosexual as words, positive words, words that describe any real people. So, I made a simple decision. I decided to follow the rules and like girls. It seemed like a simple choice at the time, and I didn't have to do anything about it right then and there immediately. Well, what seemed like a simple decision at the time, of course, became very complicated later on. I got married to a wonderful woman. I had 2 amazing, spectacular children. And I had sort of a difficult marriage. And it wasn't until years after getting married and divorcing that I finally took a real good look at myself and realized I am gay. Woo! Back to 7th grade. I was a really, really good kid. I was social, and I was funny, and I was creative, and I was a great student, and I did really well in history and in science, and I had wisely decided not to like boys. I was all set. But I used to look around at the way that other boys were behaving. I mean, this was junior high. And there was some really horrible stuff going on. This neighbor of mine, I don't remember his name, we all called him Dirtbag. He used to take stray cats. He would find stray cats, and he would stuff them in. Do you remember the G.I. Joe space capsule? Anyone remember the G.I. Joe space capsule? He used to stuff stray cats in the space capsule and hang it from a tree, and then shoot at it with a BB gun. Terrible, really. Yeah, exactly. This other kid, Keith, in home ec class. Keith was another dirtbag, and Keith was really cute. But Keith used to take pins in home ec class, and he would stick them in this girl's overalls while she was standing working on her pillow or whatever. And then when she sat down, yeah, terrible, horrible, yes. Terrible, horrible, cruel stuff was going on all around me in 7th grade. And I used to think to myself, wow, I mean, with all this mean-spirited stuff going on, in the grand scheme of things, how bad could liking boys really be? There are worse things I could do than go with a boy or 2. Even though the neighborhood thinks I'm trashy and no good, I suppose it could be true. But there are worse things I could do. I could flirt with all the guys, smile at them and at my eyes, press against them when we dance, make them think they stand a chance, then refuse to see it through. That's a thing I'd never do. I could stay home every night, wait around for Mr. Right, take full showers every day, and throw my life away on a dream that won't come true. I could hurt someone like me out of spite or jealousy. I don't steal and I don't lie, but I can feel and I can cry, a fact I bet you never knew. But to cry in front of you, that's the worst thing